Being a man is not an easy thing. It's not just about putting on the trousers. It's about leadership. It's about a ship in the sea. And you're the captain. On board is your wife and children. And the sea is stormy. But people must get to the other side of the shore. They depend on you for direction. Things get bad. They all look to you. Being a man is not easy. Even though today the world has taught women how to become men and taken up your roles because you've been unable to. The world doesn't favor the boy child. The world is so harsh to the boy child. So harsh. And it is harsh intentionally so that women quit their spaces to think they can take up the space of the man. So the world has come up with programs, please don't beat me with stone, so subtle but very deceptive, to be able to lift up the woman as it tramples on the man and takes away his energies and name it to be a man. So when she's just a little girl, a lot is pumped into her head about girl empowerment. A lot is pumped into her head about girl empowerment. There's nothing wrong with those things, but those things are so subtle but deliberate and intentional to bring down the foundations of society. Who are the men? She grows to another level, a woman, and there's what we call women emancipation. When she gets to her space of work or she's married, it's called gender equality. When she gets to the workspace, it's called affirmative action. And the girl is forever rising as she abandons her original position. And as she rises thinking that there's a higher sphere of attainment. That spirit is purely Luciferian. It is Lucifer who was not content with the position he had and thought he could lift himself to the position of who? Of God. The minute you are not content with the original position ordained by God for you and you abandon it and you think you can rise to another position, the devil is deceiving you. What will always come out of it is pure rebellion. And then now we have power struggles in the house. Kama ni pesa, hata mimi niko nayo. Unajua ukiwa na pesa uko na sauti. Huwezi harakisha msichana ya mtu mwenye ako na pesa aje. Sasa unaanza aje? Unaanza aje na una earn 20,000, ana earn 2 million. Unaanza aje kumharakisha? Pesa iko na sauti. Affirmative action will have a woman earning 50,000 today. Overnight she goes to sleep, anakuambia daddy, kuna hii position bana. Kuna hii position wamesema ni ya mwanamke. Hiyo ndio affirmative action. Ni ya mwanamke. And it must be taken by a woman. It's not for men, that position. Hii position wamesema ni ya mwanamke. Na tujui wanataka anaenda job kesho. Akirudi, yeye ndiye alipewa hiyo position. From 50,000 salary, she's now earning 2 million. I tell you, she'll pull shots that will scare you. Wambia, daddy, you know now with the position I have, we have to move from Sofia to Kanya. To Kanya. Muko na estate gani hapa inakaa runda hivi? Muko na runda hapa? Runda ya ukweli ama runda ya jina? Wanaingia runda. Kidogo, you know our children cannot study in some government school. Nova Pioneer, wako international school. And now the husband, as you're told these things, it's playing out in your mind. How am I? Tana nakuambia, babe, I cannot pay for these things. But you don't have to worry. I've taken care. There is nothing that breaks the heart of man when you tell him, I can take care of it. That thing needs tact and wisdom. You don't just borrow it like poop. I've not said girl empowerment is wrong. I'm saying that I think we need to halt it and pull the boy child to that level. Otherwise, we remain with a society of men that cannot handle us. So the problem is not the women. So the girl is too empowered for a man who's not empowered to handle. You're not equally empowered to handle this guy. You can't. Today, they are single. But they are single, they're doing a Tesla, a Lamborghini. She's living in Kitisuru. But she's single. And you who has an equal level of education, still tamaking, saying one term. Because Kasonga has not given you a job. She has career advancement opportunities like nothing. At a place of work, she's already having a PhD scholarship to UK, to US. And she comes home and tells you, I have to go for this thing. 4 years, you remain with children. And there's nothing you can say because you have no money. She has it. It's power. When she comes back, she's no longer sitting in the office. Her job involves lots of travels. Daddy, I'm going to China. When she comes back, spends 2 nights, Japan. 1 night, come back, pick her clothes, Seychelles. She lives the life of a pastor. Their pastors come from one kitchen to another for 1 month. And she's interacting with men that have made it in life. And when she comes home to a man who has no sense of direction. Being a man is not easy. Leadership is about your subjects are sleeping, you are seated. Your subjects are seated, you are standing. They are standing, you are walking. They are walking, you are running. They are running, you are flying. When you are a man and a leader, pray they will not overtake you at any point. And that can only happen if you quit the inferiority complex mentality. If you see your wife is coming up, pray even fast. Lord, this guy is coming up. Take me higher. Kama kuna maombi unafaa kufanya ni maombi yasiwahi kuja mbele zaidi yako. Sababu kama ana Yesu Kristo, atakuweka kwa level ya mfanyikazi. In fact, she'll even determine when to have sex with you or not. Bisa ni ndokinga maonge pesa. Tuingi pesa. She'll tell you, no, I'm tired. Can't you see I've come from a trip? Hata wewe utaogopa kumueleza. These things are not easy. And I'm insisting, if you have a boy child, please raise a man. Today is your husband disturbing you. But bear in mind, what goes around comes around. You also have a son who will go through what your husband has gone through. No one raised a man in him. You're also not raising a man in him. He will also find a wife like you. Will frustrate him like nothing. That is when you'll begin to feel the pain. And you know, when it comes back double. That pain will be more painful for you than it was for your husband. We have to be so deliberate how we raise our boys. I have one, and I'm struggling to raise a man in him. For a long time, she grew amongst girls. And she would come from the bedroom, and she also puts her leg on the bed like this. She's applying oil. And I'm like, for real? When did that start? And I said, I think I need to begin to instill in him that he's not a girl, even though he's being raised amidst so many girls. Of course, God is the one that blesses us with children. I don't mind if God blessed me with another son, because one son syndrome is very dangerous. He who believes in him will perish. This one son syndrome thing. I've seen sons that are one like this. They have refused to continue with life because they know ako peke yake na mali iko. They need some competition. I don't mind if God bless me with 2 more or 1 more. So me, I'm still ready for childbirth. And now that I have potential, very high potential for multiple pregnancies, if they can come DTL 3 or 2, I can raise them. Just to let this boy know he's not alone. I'm not saying that if you don't have a son, that you don't have children, you have. But I'm only saying is, if you have a boy child, raise a man. That boy. Being a leader is not easy. Being a man is not easy. It is not.